You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
And they double up Doncic. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Denver leading by 20. Pass to Scott. Kicks it to James. Right at the free throw line, and again it's Denver.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Several teams changing it up here. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. The Nuggets in second.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And, guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
And Nowitzki wide open. He fires. The Thunder with another miss. The Nuggets leading by 22. Here's Lanier. And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Thompson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on LeBron James.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
A different look for Denver. Reeves is checked in, and it's Finley in for Byron Scott.
And as good as he's been in the NBA, we're looking at one of the greatest college players of all time. Thompson at NC State was a beast. The Wolfpack were dominant when Thompson was there.
Lewis on the wing. LeBron with some nice D.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Chandler with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Nowitzki's shot's good.
Nowitzki plays at his own pace. Awesome at pulling up off the dribble and cashing in.
Here's LeBron, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. LeBron's got 20.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Lewis against Armstrong.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Right side, Boozer. He's off on that one. Nice D from Nowitzki. LeBron against Thompson. Offline from the high post. The Nuggets leading by 20. Inside. And the dunk by Boozer.
Boy, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Lewis outside. Elbow shot. And that one drops for him. Lewis has got 5.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Knocked loose. The drive by LeBron. Good on the bucket. James has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Lewis with the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Reeves has got 4 rebounds in this game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
James. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jones comes in for LeBron, and it's Johnson in for B.J. Armstrong. And the basket by Johnson.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
There's a minute left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Lewis. Denver grabs the miss.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
The pass to Finley. Count that one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Bucket is good.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Finley can't get it to go. Under trailing by 21. Lewis with it. Jones covering. Lewis misses. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Denver. It's a hand on it.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Nowitzki. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
And really important for Boozer to continue to play the good defense. When his heart is in it, he can be effective.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets riding on. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented, as always, by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Thompson. Sabonis is out there with Chandler. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Smith in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Johnson, the pass to Reeves. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And the basket by Johnson.
Boy, love the court awareness from Finley. Excellent at realizing when one of his guys is open.
Here's Doncic. And he banks in the layup.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Johnson outside. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. Johnson, the pass to Reeves. Over Thompson. Jones for 3. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Thompson. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Smith. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Outside, Jones. Pass to Johnson. Jones in the post. He's guarded by Brogdon. Jones, no luck. Thunder trailing by 21. Here's Doncic. Rebound by the Nuggets. Lanier's got his 8th rebound here tonight. With the floater, Jones, no luck. Thunder have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. They get it back. Chandler. The layup missed. Denver leading by 21. Here's Levine, and the basket is good.
Well, this is what you admire about Levine's offensive game now. I mean, it isn't all threes and dunks. He's got some meat on that sandwich now.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Doncic with it. He's guarded by Johnson. Doncic with it. Working on Hayes. Doncic with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Johnson, the pass to Levine. Launches it. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Thompson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Great, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. The Nuggets leading by 22. And here's Hayes. Johnson finds Scott. Now here's Jones. Johnson outside. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Up top, Doncic. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Thompson. Nice D from Scott. Nuggets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Brogdon against Jones. Passes it to Scott. Johnson with it. There's the triple. And it's Johnson again missing. To the paint. There's Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Outside, Scott. Here's Johnson. The Thunder pull it in. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Brogdon kicks to Doncic. Left side, Chandler. Brogdon the pass to Chandler. From deep. That shot off the mark. And Denver the other way now. Here's the lob to the hoop, and Hayes throws it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Pass to Doncic. For 3, Brogdon. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Scott can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Chandler throws it down.
You know, the athletic game of Chandler helps tremendously. He's awesome at flying up to complete alley-oops.
Johnson outside. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive, looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far. And I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought.
Yeah, Bob Lanier is so active on the glass. Got to love that. I mean, he's got a long body, knows how to use it well to get those second chance opportunities.
Here's the pass to Thompson. Doncic outside. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, this is why me and so many others are high on Doncic. I mean, he's got the ability to fight through challenges that defenses present.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Boy, Doncic plays with such an edge and attitude, and I think it endears him to his teammates and gives them confidence.
Pass to Hayes. They double him with Nowitzki. Hayes the pass to Lanier. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Lanier's got 4 points in the quarter.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Doncic against Johnson. Passes to Sabonis. LeBron left side. And the dunk by James.
Boy, he's fantastic at playing to his strengths. Doesn't get outside of himself. I mean, when he's scoring at an efficient clip like that, he's hard to stop.
To the middle. Here's Nowitzki. Denver grabs the miss. Lanier's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class-eating. Count it. Hayes has got 11 in the second half.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Doncic against Johnson. And it's Nowitzki missing. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Denver. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. And Hayes throws it down.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Pass to Doncic. Out to Thompson. Brogdon outside. Just 5 on the clock. Nowitzki for 3. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Weight room muscle on display there. James, even when he gets hit, he can still score.
Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Denver with the ball. Shoots. Armstrong gets the bucket,
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Denver.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. 6 to shoot. Here's Lewis. Bean with the rebound. Denver's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Down low, Hayes. Good, and the assist goes to James. Hayes has got 32 points.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off. Pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
The pass to Hayes. Nance comes with the double team. Here's LeBron. From deep three-point range. Tries again. And the layup is good.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Outside Lewis. No good there. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. are setting tonight with the lights of downtown Atlanta shining in the background. And how about we check the numbers for him?
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Wallace is out there with Zach Randolph. Then it's Holiday. Then it's Shane Battier. And it's Iverson in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Hawks, they've got Brook Lopez. Pippen is out there with John Stockton. And it's Green. And it's Sampson in at center. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 6 teams, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Lakers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Iverson. And both free throws good for Iverson.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Stockton passes to Sampson. Lopez against Randolph. Stockton outside. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Rebound the Lakers. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, and if you like comebacks, then it was a great one to watch. But they were, unfortunately, on the losing end. And they were never able to recover after that horrible third quarter.
Now Iverson following the miss by John Stockton from deep. And it's Randolph with the jam.
He's not going to lead the league in dunks, but when Randolph does throw it down, watch out.
Stockton outside. He dishes it to Lopez. Outside, Green. Pass to Sampson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He hits the second from the line. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Pippen against Iverson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And Iverson constantly driving to the basket, using that speed and athleticism to kind of wheel his way to the rim.
Pippen against Holiday. That one goes in. Pippen's got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now, here's Randolph over Lopez. Randolph can't hit. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, earlier I spoke with Lloyd Pierce. This is the first meeting of these 2 teams, so he didn't know exactly what to expect. But he does know that he wants his guys to attack offensively. He feels their success on that end will dictate their success through the game. So, guys, we can expect them to be aggressive from early on.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
Pacing will be important. You like to see them move the ball and concentrate on taking good shots.
Here's Stockton after the made shot from Allen Iverson. Lopez kicks to Pippen. Just 4 to shoot. Up Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, almost impossible to keep Sampson off the boards, and even harder to prevent the putback. It's just not his size. It's his nose for the basketball along with tremendous quickness.
Now here's Iverson. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. To the inside. Cuts off the pass. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Now the feed to Stockton. Trying to get open is Lopez. Stockton, good.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Here's Iverson, and it's good for 2. Iverson's got 8 points.
They've come out with guns blazing, 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D really.
Tipped away and stolen by Iverson. Outside Holiday. No good on the 3. And so Green will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
And when the bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that game.
Just 3 to shoot. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Pippen, simply put, one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
Now here's Iverson. He's got 8. Holiday dishes to Randolph. Wallace the pass to Iverson. And the rejection by Pippen. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Stockton, no good. Lakers trailed by 4. Outside Holiday. Back to Wallace. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Holiday against Stockton. Over in the corner, Green. And Lopez has it in the corner. Good on the triple.
That's a feed that Green makes look way easier than it is. You got to have amazing vision to make that pass.
Iverson against Pippen. Iverson passes to Randall. And it's sent back by Lopez. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Stockton with it. Iverson picks him up. Here's Lopez. Some solid defense from Randolph. Lakers trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Holiday kicks to Iverson. And no good that time. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. Green, the pass to Pippen. And it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender, has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. For the Hawks, Walker's checked in for Lopez. Ellis comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Moncrief in for John Stockton. Lakers trail by 7. Gervin outside. Stolen by Pippen. Passes it to Ellis.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
Parker passes to Christie. Back to Parker. Here's Gervin. Off target with his 3. Atlanta leading by 7. Outside Pippen. Over Parker. Pippen, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Parker with it. He's picked up by Walker. Parker passes to Christie. And again, the Lakers no good. Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 14-6 run. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Parker looking around. Collins. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Walker. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pippen against Gervin. The pass to Parker. Sampson pulls it in. The Hawks leading by 9. Pass to Moncrief. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Now here's Gervin. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Bridges, he's checked in for Scottie Pippen. Guys, they've been getting it done at both ends during this run.
Yeah, really tough to say where they've been better.
Here's Sampson. He's guarded by Collins.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
And the Lakers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. The Lakers in 5th.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Christix to Gervin. Teardrop shot, and it's good on the way in.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, oh, that's all about feel.
Pass to Sampson. Ellis dishes to Moncrief. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
Lakers trail by 13. Now Parker. He's coming off a 19-point game against Brooklyn. Count it, good.
And Parker in the pick and roll, he's as good as it gets.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ellis, the pass to Walker. Shoots the 3. That good for Moncrief on the assist by Walker. Moncrief's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team 2nd and 3rd opportunities to score the ball.
Poked away. Bridges with the steal. Puts it up from 15. Uses the glass to drop it in.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Lakers trail by 16. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Christie. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from the line. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for this.
Moncrief the pass to Sampson. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Moncrief. That shot misses. Excellent D there from Parker.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Christie the pass to Vereshov. Gervin against Ellis. Now here's Gervin. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll return shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 14-point game. We've got Ellis. He's out there with Moncrief. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men in. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Parker with it. Shoots over Moncrief. Here's Collins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And a lot of players might have passed that shot up. Not Collins. He stays aggressive and draws the foul.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. Wallace is checked in for Los Angeles. And so Collins nails both of them.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Passes it to Rivers. To the paint, Lopez. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Lopez has got 5.
The main area of expertise for Lopez, I mean, he's excellent at finding ways to cash in for this.
That's a 2 from Parker. Here's Wallace. And at last, they get one to fall. Wallace has got his 2nd bucket of the night. Parker against Rivers. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Stockton's checked in for the Hawks. And then for the Lakers. Zach Randolph is checked in for Collins. Mattier comes in for Gervin. And Iverson's subbed in for Christie. Green taking his time here. Parker with the steal. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. From 18 feet away. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Wednesday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Saturday.
And that game against Houston, it's never easy going up against the top team in the West. But if they're able to come away with the win, it's going to be a huge confidence booster.
A free throw drops for Rivers.
And, you know, for all of his production, Rivers really is the emotional leader out there. Very intense and extremely confident.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Tony Parker. Rivers hits both of them. Here's Iverson. He's got 8. Softly drops in the floater. Iverson's got 10.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Stockton passes to Moncrief. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. He's got 10.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Iverson against Rivers. Lopez with the block.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooting.
Yep, it counts.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Rivers against Iverson. Over Rivers. Iverson can't get that one to fall. Atlanta leading by 17. And it's Green with the jam.
That's just tenacity. You know, every night, Draymond's going to give it everything he's got.
Rivers against Iverson to end the run. And the call will be against Ben Wallace. That'll be his second foul of the game. Scottie Pippen's checked in for Moncrief. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. That's tipped. Holiday with it. Picked up by Stockton. Outside Holiday. And the pass to Wallace. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition team. The Lakers second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Shot clock at 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Iverson.
And as a team, they're only shooting around 36%. They need to start finding some better looks.
Outside Pippen. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Wallace has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Holiday. And the rejection by Pippen.
And it's always been about the effort defensively for Pippen, known as a stopper and a fantastic shot blocker to boot.
Stockton, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Iverson, no good.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Stockton dishes to Green. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime. Here's
Lopez. Stockton outside. from about 16 and off the left side of the rim,
Timeout.
and it swirls in for him. And the Hawks lead